First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lance now on 3rd and goal. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On first down, Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Lance. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Steelers 10, Colts 0. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0.
Steelers 17, Colts 0. Jake Elliott set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 9. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. "47 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup." Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Isaiah Pacheco. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably...
He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 3, which brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 10. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Harris running straight ahead.
sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They're going for it. This is Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
2 yards on the play. And the Steeler first down.
And Lance now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying
that his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today? The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These 2 defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away.
And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jones on 3rd down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
On play action, Lance.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding